Good morning, guys. Well, today is the day that we are going to burn the big pile right there. I've already got Uber fired up and warmed up. I'm gonna go ahead and drag the bucket around the side right here just to get these little bit of leaves and stuff up all the way around the fire to make sure that we can contain it and make sure that we don't burn the forest down. It's been raining a lot this last 5 or 6 days. And quit raining yesterday, but we had strong winds still, so I waited until today. It's only supposed to be 2 miles per hour. So today seems to be a good day to get this done. Let's grab Uber and go ahead and get those fire lanes cut. Alright guys, I got it. Got a nice little fire break all the way around. It's just dirt over there. You can see that all of this stuff piled up has started composting down a little bit. There's a lot of dirt in here, which end up being real good for the raised beds and stuff later on, especially after all of this ash and stuff burns down in here. Once I scoop it out, pile it up somewhere, when I'm leveling this area out, it's gonna make it real nice. I went ahead and pushed it up a little bit more. We're gonna try to start it in some areas like up in there where there's some good dry logs. I do have a torch with me, a propane torch, which should help out a little bit. With it being so wet, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to start, but I'm hoping that that'll keep the flame down a little bit and keep it from flaring up so big and getting up into the trees. All right, guys, let's start a fire. Light it up. Let's light it up. Well, guys, it looked like my camera died and y'all didn't get none of that footage. I decided to do a little rearranging. I pushed the pile up a whole lot more, tightened it up a lot more, so there's not so many gaps all the way around. That right there should make it where it burns a whole lot better. You can see right here where the bottom was rotting and turning into some real good compost. So that's encouraging. Did it all the way around. Really tightened that pile up. And I can see that a fire is already starting just by me doing that. So Uber to the rescue again. All right, let's get back to work. I piled it all back up, even into a tighter pile. What I'm trying to do is get a lot of that dirt off some of the stuff. That's why you see me keep moving it up, letting it fall back down, moving it up, letting it fall back down. I'm trying to get all of that dirt and compost that's happened over the last year down towards the bottom, so all the dry wood type stuff can actually get burnt. That one's already starting to pick up real good, and once this one right here gets to go, and now it's all wood right there, that should burn pretty good.
Yeah, this back was blazing pretty good, but
yeah. Well, I wanted to move it a little bit because it was starting to burn the tree.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want it to walk up that tree, which I doubt it will, as wet as it is.
Good precaution.
But I wanted to get the pile away from that a little bit. It's a heavy pile, though.
It is a heavy pile.
It is very heavy pile, and there's logs going all kinds of directions in there. Uber is a beast, though. You didn't know Uber was a mountain climber, did you? Hey, Tim. Get old Blue and do that. Come on. Well, good morning. The fire burned pretty good last night. Put a pretty good dent in it. So I'm gonna grab Uber this morning and bunch it all back up into a pile again. Go ahead and get it to start again. It burned on that side pretty good, and it burned a lot on this side as well. I'm gonna push all of this up into there and start working this back side a little bit as well. I'm probably going to start digging out some of this dirt right here and finding a place where I want to make a composting, and that way I can eliminate some of the actual dirt and stuff and focus more on the actual wood. We're making some progress though. It's already opening up this area quite a bit. All right, let's get Uber fired up. It's kind of chilly this morning. I'm out here in just sweatpants and sweatshirt. Wanted to come out here and check it out, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump on Uber and go ahead and get this thing done. That way it can be burning today while I'm working on the pump house project back there. As you can see, I've got it pushed way back now. When it used to start right here at these trees right here, now we're all the way back here. Y'all see me picking it up and down, dropping this stuff, and that was to get all of this dirt that's very wet right here out of the branches and stuff, so the fire can kind of get up there and work. But I got a nice little valley all the way down here. Where the coals was where we started is all up under this pile now, and you can see the smoke starting to kind of bellow right there. It'll eventually catch right there and start getting the fire going again. See, the coal bed was about where that line is right there, and now all of this is over it, and it's just a whole lot of wood. It's not a whole lot of dirt. So here in about an hour, that should catch flame and start burning all of this up. And I've just about got a whole hole through the center here. And as I kind of sift it and get all of this loose wood that's all compacted into all of this mud right here and dirt, it allowed me to keep burning it, and then at the end I should have some nice soil and stuff to making some progress. All right guys, I'll bring y'all back whenever the fire starts back up. Domino, you ready to go to work? You ready to go to work? Here you go guys. As you can see, it burnt down quite a bit. If you have not checked out my Come On Keeping It Real channel, check it out. Yesterday I piled it up to the ceiling, did a little mountain climbing with Uber for about 42 minutes, and we had a fire going last night. But it's time to take this off and get the grapple on. My man here is going to help me. Let's get y'all set up and get this done. Good morning, guys. Well, it is time to take the grapple off of the tractor. Mike and Lissa came up the hill to check out the tiny house to see what's been going on in there. Some of those videos have already started rolling out on here on Come On Homesteading, so I'm sure y'all been checking them out. But we also got the final ones coming up, so if you ain't hit that notification bell, make sure that you go ahead and do it, because spring is coming and we have sprung, guys. We are wide open here on Come On Mountain, getting a lot of projects done before spring. All right, guys, let's get the Uber fired up and get this grapple off. Well, that wasn't a quick connect.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, like I said in one of my previous videos, whenever that quick connect broke and we welded everything back together, I guess that bottom rod right there has kind of a spring in it, so it doesn't line up right. So what we're gonna have to do is take a cutting wheel and cut that bottom one while the bucket's on there and got it pressed up there, and allow that spring to release, and then attach it back together and weld, and that should fix the problem. But right now it's a two-man job to change out all these attachments. Hence the reason why y'all see me doing a whole lot of stuff with the wrong attachment on there, just because I can't do it by myself.
Yeah.
So.
A lot faster to keep on the same one and just keep on getting it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, these guys are about to head out. I appreciate it. And this allows me to go ahead and start moving the rest of that burn pile and turn it into my compost pile. Come on. All right, so this is brand new. This has only been used for the tiny house.
Oh, nice.
So it's only done about 10 poles.
Good.
So she should be good to go.
I like it. Thank you. Oh.
Yep. All right, guys, now that we got the bucket on Uber, it is time to start moving all of that dirt from the burnt area, which is going to be the start of my composting area. I'm going to have to clear a path right here, because my new raised bed areas is going to be in this area right here for this spring. So I want to keep the composting pile somewhat close to that area. I think I'm going to start it right back here. In between these two trees right here. That way it'll be accessible to this whole area whenever I get the raised bed area situated. This right here is a flat slope, and then it drains downhill right here to the creek and the pond back there. I feel like this would be a perfect place for my raised bed area. All right, let's fire Uber up and let's get this done. Well, I ended up doing a little bit more than what I was expecting to. Oh, those cedar trees have been wanting to come down for a while. And while I still have Uber before I take it to the shop, I decided to go ahead and give it a shot. I knew it was going to be a little challenging because Uber has lost all of her rear end with that backhoe being off there. So it's definitely a lot lighter, but was still able to push down some really good sized cedar trees. And I used the bucket to break off most of the lower branches just to make it a little easier for me to get in there with the chainsaw. But I'm gonna try to chop this up and utilize the lower ends for milling, and then try to get some decent post out of the rest of it. It has opened this area up a ton though. Y'all guys get a sneak peek at the chickens that are here on the mountain now. I actually did a video building that chicken coop, and I'll be putting that out later on. But there's no way to hide the chickens right now because we're working in this area. So y'all got a little sneak peek. Tell a friend. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because I've been doing all kinds of stuff around here and I love bringing you guys along with me. But I do think that that is going to wrap it up for this video, guys. It has been a span of over a week now of burning and cleaning this up. Done a ton of work inside the tiny house. Why I've been working on this, because I just kind of got to let it burn, push it up, burn, push it up. But we finally got the very first big pile of stuff burn up here on Come On Mountain with no tragedies besides broken hoses. Not too bad. Still got a little bit of that right there burning down a little bit. Once that burns down a little bit more, I'm going to come in here and back drag all of this with the bucket, get some of the big boulders out of here, and then it's Lift's turn to come in here and level all of this out and get it ready for grass seed, guys. Spring is coming and I am determined to get some grass on the mountain this year. Love every single one of y'all, and until we see each other again, come on, let's go on another adventure. But in my heart,